So yeah, I don't know what the state spent, what Los Angeles has spent on homelessness. I know that there's a lot of us that are still out on the streets. We're not asking just for to be given. Well, some of them are, but I'm not asking to just be given anything. I just need some help. I finally this week went to Santa Monica because Los Angeles isn't doing its job. They send the sanitation crews, they send the cops with the sanitation crews, and they're kind of, thugs the way they're doing it. They come and just take everything. They tell you, they decide what's trash and what's not trash. And, I spent quite a few days last week to put together a box to carry everything. And the cops came. They said, "You can't take that. It's blocking the sidewalk." Okay, so but I says, "Well, I'll move it." And he says, "No, it's too tall." He's just making up statutes. You tell them that you want a receipt for the things that are taken, and they never give it to you. It's really discouraging when we have all the things that we have to fight, and in addition to that, we have to fight the police, the city council, and everything else. We know that this isn't optimal. We know that it's not a beautiful thing for the park to see us over here. But every time they kick us down the road, they say, "Oh, you got to move. Where do you want us to go? You just got to move." They don't tell us where to go, and then as soon as you move there, then they come and they move you again, and they move you again. We can't get a job because we spend half the time trying to protect what little we have. It's just something's got to be done, and there's a lot of common sense solutions, but nobody asked me. But
what do you think a good solution would be?
Well, for one, take for instance in the city of Venice, they didn't want people sleeping on the sidewalks, so they started putting in boxes. Oh, by the way, when I was blocking the sidewalk with my box last week, they came in and fenced the entire sidewalk off, so there's no more sidewalk. It's chain link fence. But they put these flower boxes. They stand about this high, about 2x8, 3x8, somewhere around there. Instead of blocking all the sidewalks with that, if you're going to do it, how about we put a lid on it with some hinges so we can lock our things up, put them out of sight. You can even put some fake plants on top and make it look whatever. But that's just one simple thing. But instead they come and they say, "Oh, you can take a 60-gallon bag," and they give you a piece of plastic, and you can't haul things in plastic. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now, but it's really, really disappointing how this is being handled. We got the Olympics coming up, so they're going to try and clean everything up and make it, "Oh, look what we've done. We've cleaned the streets." But, just like the last time in COVID, they put a lot of people in housing, but now some of those housing places are closing, so they're going to disperse them further, and they always want to put us in the poorest and the nastiest neighborhoods where there's just no shot at life. I don't know.
So they're coming today for their Wednesday cleanup.
Yes.
And I guess they're maybe going to try to get this RV here.
Well, we'll probably be able to get that thing going. We've done it every other time. If not,
Oh, I see.
And that's another thing they do. They take the RVs or the cars or whatever, which is these people's homes, and then they put a lien on it so much that you can't get anything out. Then they turn around and sell it at an auction. So it's just the little man's getting screwed, and it's got to stop. But unfortunately, it's not going to stop till where a lot of us are dead or dispersed.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to me.
Thank you. I'll be back. Yeah, that's the trick. They can't tow it if somebody's inside of it.
Oh.
You know, and it's put fences up to lock everything off. You know, instead of just really solving the problem. You know, they're not solving anything. They're just getting rid of us. Have to abide by the law, so Wade. They're above the law.
They can't tow with me in there, and they need a warrant to go in. So unless they're gonna just do what they want to do, we're good.
It's like Trump said, though, as soon as the Olympics over, LA will turn into the cesspool. Well, I think it's in California. Turn into the cesspool that it was. They're just cleaning it up for the Olympics, and that's it.
Or the elections?
Or elections, yeah.
Hello.
Look at you, the way, you know, it's like homeless people are public enemy number one. You know, we're the cause of all the problems, you know, but the thing is, what they don't understand is they could get rid of all of us and they're still going to be angry and bitter and upset with their lives, and they'll find something else to blame. I had a guy literally attack me with his dog the other night. It's like a German Shepherd type dog. And I just, you know, I'm like, he had the leash, all he had to do was pull it back. So I jumped up, I had that little folding chair here, and I pushed the dog back, you know, to get the dog back. And then the guy acts like I've done something wrong, calls the police, you know. Says, "What's your name?" And I give him my name. I'm not hiding from anything. Of course, he wouldn't give his name.
Did the police come?
I was already gone, but I don't think so. That's another thing. We get police to come, you know, we've had shotguns pulled on us. We call about that. Nobody ever shows up.
How long you been in this area?
2017. I wasn't always homeless. When I got here, I had a job, you know, and it went belly up. And I was living in Culver City with my ex-girlfriend. And that went belly up. So, you know, here I am.
What kind of work did you do?
I was doing construction. I came out here. I did a little bit wrong. I'm not a sole businessman, but I followed some advice. But I created a corporation called Venice Artist Union. And I received a lot of pushback and a lot of problems. As soon as I filed for that, I started getting hacked. I started getting, losing all my software. It still goes on today. I don't know who or what, but it's pretty irritating. When you talk about it, he's just mentally ill, drug-induced, homeless piece of shit. And pardon my language. That's how they feel. I called sent off with the Federal Bureau of Investigations, IC3 Division 3 separate times. Nothing. I just don't get it. What's happened to the world? What's happened to humanity? What's happened to people? But they keep buying their shiny new Teslas and their new big screen TVs, and stay angry at the rest of us.
So what are you gonna do right now?
I'm make sure that this, he's taken care of, and then I've got a 10 o'clock appointment. I'm not late, I hope. But
8:30.
It's what time?
8:30.
Oh, I thought you said 3:30. I said what?
Yeah.
But got an appointment over at Venice Family Clinic at 10. I was gonna go do laundry maybe this afternoon over in Santa Monica.
How about LAHSA? Have they been able to help?
You know, the lady that her name is Catherine. She seems worth her salt, or you know, at least that she cares. But there's some other ones, no. but they just put you on the list, and then they say you're on the list. But then most of them, you know, Catherine gave me her card, but most of them don't give you a phone or any way to contact them. And there's no office or anything to go to, so it's just, you know, and then when you get kicked down the road by the cops, then you're lost in the system again. And it's, you know, the circle team is the absolute worst. The circle jerks. They don't, I mean, anyways.
How about St. Joseph's?
They're okay, but they're still a little, you know, it's not like what I went over to in Santa Monica. Santa Monica's people concern is on point.
Is that right?
Yeah. You know, there's no perfect solution, but it seems like they're doing a pretty darn good job.
Do they have housing?
I'll find out. You know, I've got my caseworker meeting tomorrow. Most of it would be temp housing, probably one of the group places, and you get a little cubby hole or whatever. But until they can, you know, move you into something more permanent. Thing is, like, there's so many empty buildings and empty homes and empty in Los Angeles. You know, it's insane. You know, why not? Instead of just giving somebody a housing and just letting them, you know, live, whatever, have them work a few hours community service. Have them work, learning a trade to start repairing and fixing up some of these dilapidated buildings. You know, I mean, there's so many solutions, but what do? You know, well, they hire people to chase us around. You know.
Were you here last Wednesday when they came, or the last time they came?
No. I usually get out of here and do that, but I can't do it because my battery's too dead.
Oh.
So what we're going to have here is an exercise in our rights. They legally can't come into my vehicle without a warrant, and they can't tow it with me and my dog inside of it. So it's just going to be a waiting game. I'm going to stay in there, and there's nothing they can do about it. That's that. Unless they want to do what they want to do. But if they do that, then that's an easy, open, shut, legal case. Watch how many tactics they use to try to get me out of the RV. It'll be funny. She'll say, or it's probably going to be Patricia. She'll say, "Step out, please. Step out. Step out." Oh, you know, they'll try a million things to coax me out. I'm not coming out. I know I don't have to. Without a warrant. Nope.